They were so close it felt inevitable. Whispers in corridors, confident scouting reports, and an offer that would have reshaped a Premier League attack. Arsenal, according to several reports, had Arda Güler on their shortlist and pushed hard this past summer to bring the teenager to North London, convinced that his blend of vision and unpredictability could become the next creative spark for the Gunners. The plan on Arsenal's side was simple in ambition: a relatively quick, headline-grabbing addition of a young playmaker who could both excite fans and slot into a long-term rebuild. Sources suggest the talks were advanced enough that the player's entourage treated a move as likely, and that Arsenal had prepared proposals that made the club hopeful they could close the deal. But the narrative flipped. Real Madrid, sensing the same potential and unwilling to let a talent they had watched slip away, moved with urgency. What had been a gradual scouting interest turned into a club-level intervention. Senior figures in the Madrid boardroom accelerated contacts, made a renewed sporting case pitch to the player and his advisors, and signalled clearly that they viewed Guler as part of their medium-term picture. Reports indicate the intervention was decisive. Where Arsenal's approach had momentum, Madrid's last-minute push redirected it, convincing the young Turk that the path at the Bernabeu, with its history and immediate challenge, was the better route for his career. To understand how big that choice was, you have to remember Guler's background. Signed as a bright teenager with a reputation for audacious technique and an appetite for the big stage, his first seasons in Madrid were not a straight upward curve. Injuries intervened, delaying what many expected to be a rapid integration into the first team, and those setbacks created the very opening Arsenal and other suitors tried to exploit. Yet even through limited minutes, Guler flashed the kind of momentary brilliance that keeps the Giants chasing him. Quick turns, clever through balls, and a low centre of gravity that unsettles defenders. That mixture of unrealised potential and injury risk is exactly what made him both an attractive target and a high-stakes negotiation. From the inside, the tug-of-war exposed how modern transfers are as much about timing and signals as they are about fees. Arsenal's offer, framed publicly as a serious interest, would have brought immediate Premier League exposure and the promise of regular minutes under a manager hungry to build. Real Madrid, by contrast, offered a different pitch: patience, development within a star-studded environment, and the prestige of playing for a club with a history of turning youthful promise into global superstardom. For a player weighing minutes against context, the decision is never purely sporting. It's all psychological. Where do you see your future, and which club do you trust to let you become your best self? The answer this time was Madrid. The aftermath is telling. Arsenal, who have in recent years proven adept at converting transfer strategies into competitive squads, had to move on and reallocate resources. A reminder that even well-planned windows can be disrupted by a rival's late insistence. Real Madrid, meanwhile, have kept hold of a raw asset they clearly value. Now the task is to manage him so the flashes of talent turn into sustained contribution. For Guler, the narrative shifts from a what might have been to what can still be. Injuries must be managed, minutes must be earned, and every cameo will be measured not only in skill but in resilience. If he can string together fitness and form, the decision to stay in Madrid may look prescient. If not, critics will point to the moment he almost left as an avoidable gamble. Finally, this story is a small prism of modern football's dynamics. One late phone call at the top, one boardroom nudge can change trajectories, scramble transfer plans, and create long echoes in rivalries and tactics. For fans, the drama is immediate and emotional. For clubs, it's a calculus of risk and reward. And for Arda Güler, it is a pivotal chapter in a career that still has most of its pages unwritten. The summer that almost made him a Gunner instead became the moment Real Madrid reinforced their bet on youth. Now the next chapter will be written on the pitch, where all decisions are finally tested.